little bit different to our district here?
Yeah, first of all, well done to Tyron Green, another youngster coming through the system. He's been working really hard and he deserves opportunity. In terms of the way he plays, you'll have to see on the weekend. He's just very excited to go. Obviously, we saw him as a junior, and you also saw him as a junior, and very exciting. So he's raring to go. Taking nothing away from Boobas, he's been fantastic. It's just a rotational policy this weekend.
Okay, and just generally the backs play, and that some good things last week but fell away towards the end of the game. And that, what has the focus been this week?
Yeah, first of all, there's been a lot made of backs and forwards play over the last couple of weeks, and there's 15 guys on the field. Obviously, the platform that the forwards laid for us over this weekend allowed the backs to play a bit, so that was really good. Looking ahead to this weekend, really excited to build on a bit of momentum that we created last week. Need to improve in that last 20. We're aware of that, but yeah, first better performance, I would say. So yeah, something to look forward to.
Ross, again, a number of changes. What does that do for continuity? I mean, the Lions obviously benefit hugely over the seasons on continuity. So, what do the changes do for it?
Yeah, I think the key in Super Rugby these days is rotation. Everybody is on the same page, and everybody knows exactly what the game plan is and what we got to do in order to win over the weekend. But it's a long season. So if you want to keep the guys fresh and hungry and ready to go, rotation is 100% key.
Ross, you haven't seen their team just yet. You obviously expect the two big names at the halfback there to be. They came late this week. They had an Aussie alignment camp as well for the Wallabies. Do you expect that to affect them? And yeah, obviously seeing the form they're in at the moment.
I don't think it'll affect them. I think they're a classy pairing. Obviously, they've got a history, and when Reds were playing their best rugby, the two of them were at their best as well. I think they manage a game well. They can speed it up, slow it down, and obviously they both show a bit of magic. But we can't focus on two players. It's a game of 15 against 15, and if we stay within our defensive system and attacking systems at the end of and focus on what we got to do at the end of the day, I think that's what we got to pretty much focus on.
Phillip, tell us about Marvin Ory coming back into the side and what difference that's going to make.
Yeah, Marvin is always good to have a Springbok back in the team. He was injured last week, and I think it's the same as the rotation where guys are hungry again to play. We always welcome Marvin back in the team. His leadership is key, especially stopping the driving more, which was a concern on Saturday. Marvin is one of his strengths as well, and more weight in the scrum. I think that's something that went well this weekend, and Marvin is very excited. He take the guys, he take the back five going forward in the scrum as well. So we're very welcome to have Marvin back in the team.
On those driving moors, I mean, you guys took a bit of a beating there last week, if I can put it that way. Do you think you spent a lot of time on that this week?
Yeah, it was a small detail that the guys missed, but that's unfortunately how it is. If you don't get it spot on in the first second, it's always in trouble. The senior pack of theirs definitely exposed the youngsters a bit there, but it's definitely something we worked on this week, and we'd rather have it happen in the game that you win than that you lose. Then you can't fix it afterwards. But yeah, that's something we definitely fixed this week.
What have you made of the Rebels so far?
No, they're a top-notch team. They've won 3 out of 3. They've got a massive line-out unit. They're taller than most of the other teams in the competition, and they strive on front football. So we have to kill the momentum in the scrums, in our line-outs. That's where it all starts. So it's a massive responsibility from the pack this weekend again.
Do you think game management is more important this week than last week? Because the Rebels seem to roll the punches better than most teams.
Yeah, it's something all of the teams always strive to manage the game on their terms. So I don't think it changed at all. We've got our plans, and if every guy just pull his part, we can control the way we want to control the game.
Just with the Rebels, I mean, they've done. Do you see an upsurge in Australian teams? It's obviously a very different mindset from the games that you've had so far in the competition.
Yeah, it's. I think when they play the two Brumbies, the two games, it's always, if it's a local derby, it's always guys tend to prove a point. But they want to come out, and I think they will target us. They've got a senior side. They see a lot of change on our side, a lot of youngsters. First game on tour, there's always excitement when guys go on tour. So I think it's going to be tough this weekend, but I really think that if we do what we need to do on Saturday, it can go well with us as well.
Neil, though, Franco and Odia and Wandisile played together for the first time last week. Obviously, there would have been a few nerves and they played well. Do you expect them to kick on now that they've got those first game nerves out of it?
Well, we hope so. But it was good last week. First game together, like you said, Jock. So exciting combination. Got a bit of grunt and a bit of flair on the outside. So yeah, we hope they can kick on. There's obviously other guys pushing for positions as well. So yeah, it's going to be nice to see them when they really click. But it's a team game, so they're only dependent on the quality ball that they get and the halves making good decisions. So yeah, but very exciting combo.
Phillip, I see a report that Melbourne Rebels have chosen size or bringing more size or extra weight in their squad for the clash. What do you read into that? Do you think it's something to do with the way they see you guys play?
Yeah, so I think definitely one thing that went well for us so far, we've got a smaller pack, but the way we explode in a scrum is really a key that works for us so far in the last 4 weeks. And the fact that we gave away more tries, so I think that's one thing they do the whole game from the 22 up to the 5. They maul everything that they can maul. So I think they see it as a weakness for us to stop them. So I think most of the teams will target us there, see if they can go forward there, because if they go forward there, the whole team have to adapt. So that's maybe why they go for the bigger pack.
Phillip, do you have any information for us on the injury of Robbie Coetzee when he will be back?
Yo, I'm not 100% sure, sir. It's something that the medical call. I know he's working on the field, next to the field as hard as he can, but I'm not 100% sure when Robbie will be back.
Phillip, maybe just looking on your new rookie, Jan Henning, what kind of plans?
Yeah, Jan Henning is a really excited guy at the Union. Yes, we're blessed with 3 quality senior hookers at this time. We think it's a good opportunity for him to play as well, to make an impact off the bench. His set pieces are very good. He's excited and he's hungry. So hopefully on Saturday, when you need him for that last 15, 20, 30 minutes, whenever he comes on, he'll bring that spark, excitement, hunger, desperation to prove a point in his first Super Rugby game at the Lions. So we're very excited to see him play on Saturday.
Neil, a lot of people are expecting a running game from both teams, obviously with Kwaku and Wilgani and the Rebels team as well. But how important will the tactical kicking be with Haylett Petty starting for the Rebels?
That's a really good question. I think the kicking game will always be important in terms of relieving and applying pressure. So everyone is expecting a bit of a running game. You mentioned their 2 halfbacks, but we've got some pretty quality halfbacks as well that can manage the game. It bodes for a really interesting game this weekend. If it's a dry pitch like it would be normally at Ellis Park at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, should be a really good game to watch, and hopefully we can get a packed Ellis Park. It'll be really nice.
Any more questions? Anyone who wants?